Hello, my lovely ChetChatters. Today we're going to dive into a very basic yet very important concept in English grammar. Is, am and are. This is that one single video that you will ever need to watch, because in this class we're going to cover the usage of each of these and the differences between them. The rules for positive, negative and interrogative sentences. Contractions used by native speakers. We will also discuss the use of is, am and are in present continuous tense, the use in passive voice, exceptions and examples. And at the end of this video, you're going to find a short quiz to see how much we've learned. And I'm going to give you summaries on the screen so you can take screenshots for your reference. So make sure you watch the full class right to the end. And now, let's get going. Module number 1, usage and differences between is, am and are. First up, what exactly is am and are? Well, they're all forms of the verb to be in the present tense. Okay, it sounds super fancy, but really it just means that they tell us 4 things. What something is. This is a dog. Who someone is. I am Chetna. Where something is. They are in Paris. And how something is. She is happy. Okay, quick test. What's the verb in this sentence? She is happy. Is, right? So, is used for singular subjects. He, she, it, or one person or thing like this and that. This is a pen. He is funny. But we would also say the news is interesting. Why is that? News sounds plural, doesn't it? So why are we saying is with it? Here's the fun part. News is an uncountable noun like sugar and salt and information. And you will remember that uncountable nouns like sugar and salt take on a singular verb. So news is interesting, sugar is sweet, salt is salty. Okay, good. So we've learned that is used for singular subjects, he, she, it, and this or that. What about these ones? English is easy to learn. Math is my favorite subject. English, math, history, all subjects are all considered singular. Now take a look at this sentence. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is an abstract noun and once again singular. So we can see that is used for singular subjects. Singular third person. Not for I, not for you, but for he, she, it, this and that. And if you want to know a little more about which nouns are treated as singular and which ones are treated as plural, then I'm going to share a link below to a very comprehensive class that we have on subject-verb agreement. And you can see that to revise all your concept, that video will be extremely useful. Meantime, am is used with I. I am teaching you English. I am happy to teach you English grammar. Am is a simple one because it is only used with I. Nobody else is am, only I am. In fact, me am is also incorrect. I am is correct. Now are. Are is used for plural subjects. What are plural subjects? You, we, they, these, those. How is you a plural subject, you might be wondering? In English, you is used for one person you and for many people you. You are amazing and you are all amazing. So we treat you as a plural subject and use are with it. Everybody is ready or everybody are ready? Which one is correct? Everybody sounds like a plural word, right? But no. Everybody, everyone is. Nobody, no one is. Anybody, anyone is. Somebody, someone is. All these are technically singular. So we would say everybody is ready. And now you can take a screenshot of that. Okay, so it's going to help you. Now here's a tricky one. The team is winning or the team are winning? Which one of the two is correct? Tell me quickly. Both are correct. The British treat the collective noun team as plural. So they say the team are winning. And the Americans treat a collective noun as singular. So the Americans would say the team is winning. So now you can choose which side of the pond you want to be, but both are correct. Okay, here is a summary and you can take a screenshot of it. I am, he, she, it is, you, we, they are, this and that is, these and those are. Now these are all in the present tense. In the past tense, it would be was and were, and in the future tense, it's going to be will be. Let's move on to contractions. Now, native speakers use contractions. Instead of saying it, in the long way, you are, we are, she is, I am, he, she is, and they are. They shorten all of these. In fact, I've listed all of them here, and you can take a screenshot. So, he is becomes he's. He's my best friend. She is becomes she's. She's a talented artist. It is becomes it's. It's a beautiful day. I am becomes I'm. I'm excited for the weekend. You are becomes you're. You're going to love this movie. We are becomes we're. We're ready for the trip. They are becomes they're. They are coming to the party. And now let's move on to module 2, which is the rules for positive, negative and interrogative sentences. Let's take a look at positive sentences first. In positive sentences, basically you're saying that something is true. The weather is perfect for a picnic. The structure of positive sentences is subject plus is, am, are plus complement. Simbi is sleeping. He is the best singer. In the shower, of course. I am not a morning person. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Tell me in the comment section. I am very fond of mangoes, which is your favorite fruit, by the way. They are excited. My friends are planning a road trip. So positive sentences have a structure of subject plus is-am-are plus complement. Now here's a quick quiz for you. There are 2 sentences on the screen and there are blanks to fill. Now test, pause the video, see what the answers are and comment below with the correct answer. And before we get on to negative sentences, it's shout out time and I want to give a shout out to Farah Bano for leaving this awesome message under my last video. And it's your turn to leave me a message below with the hashtag ChetChatters and you might be the one I'm giving a shout out to in my next video. Now for negative sentences. The structure of negative sentences is subject plus is-am-are plus not plus complement. I am not a fan of horror movies. This movie is not interesting. You are not allowed to use your phone in class. Now, native speakers, however, make this very snappy with contractions. So, I am not becomes I'm not, or I ain't if you want to go informal. I'm not going to the gym. I ain't got a clue, informal. He is not becomes he isn't. He isn't serious. He's probably joking. They are not becomes they aren't. They aren't coming. And now for the interrogative sentences or questions. There are 2 types of questions. There are the yes-no type questions and then there are the WH family questions which typically have longer answers. And there is also negative questions, but we are going to get to that slowly. First, let's take a look at yes-no questions. The structure of yes-no questions is is-am-are plus subject plus complement. Is she your friend? Am I late? Are they coming to the party? The second is the WH type of questions. And the structure of these questions is the WH word. So what is the WH word? Who, what, where, even how fits in. So the WH word plus ismr plus subject plus complement. What is your name? Where am I? Who are your teachers? How am I supposed to do this? How are you feeling today? And then there are the negative interrogative sentences or the negative questions. The structure of the negative questions is ismr plus subject plus not plus complement, or the WH word or how plus ismr plus subject plus not plus complement. Is it not raining outside? Am I not invited to the party? Are we not supposed to meet today? But if you're thinking these sound very long and formal, native speakers use contractions in spoken English. And the structure changes. In fact, this is in the negative questions, the structure changes when they use contractions. So, is it not raining outside becomes, isn't it raining outside? The not jumps over and moves with the ismr. Is he not coming becomes, isn't he coming? Are they not ready becomes, aren't they ready? Are we not supposed to meet today becomes, aren't we supposed to meet today? Okay, so here are all the structures on your screen, and go ahead and pause the video and take a screenshot of this. Positive sentences, subject plus ismr plus complement. Negative sentences, subject plus ismr plus not plus complement. Yes, no type questions. Ismr plus subject plus complement. WH type questions. WH word or how plus ismr plus subject plus complement. And negative yes, no questions have a structure of ismr plus subject plus not plus complement, or the WH questions are WH word or how plus ismr plus subject plus not plus complement. Now for the module 3, which is the present continuous tense. Up till now we saw that ismr told us 4 different things. What something is. This is a cup. Who someone is. I am a human. Where something is. They are in Rome. And how something is. She is excited. Now, in addition to these 4, ismr are also used as helping verbs where the main verb is in the present continuous tense. We use them to describe ongoing actions, and the structure is subject plus ismr plus verb ing. Let's take a look at some examples. She is studying for her exams. There is an ongoing action of studying. He is playing video games after school. Do you play video games? I am writing a letter to my friend. I am preparing for my math test. They are playing soccer in the park. We are practicing for the school play. Now, if you want a detailed lesson on tenses, then I'm going to drop a link below, which is the complete class on tenses explained in detail. So right now we won't talk about what is present continuous tense, but we know that ismr are used as helping verbs when the main verb is in a present continuous tense. Module 4, passive voice. Ismr are used in the passive voice in the present tense. What is passive voice? Now imagine someone standing on the side watching all the action and then reporting all these events to a news channel. The language that that person is going to use is going to be called passive voice. Remember, I said passive voice in the present tense. So 2 present tenses are relevant here. The first is present simple, and we're talking about the passive voice. The structure is subject plus ismr plus past participle. The project is completed on time. The homework is checked by the teacher. The second type of present tense is present continuous tense in the passive voice. The structure is subject plus ismr plus being plus past participle. The cake is being cut, the guests are being welcomed, the music is being played, the decorations are being hung up, the gifts are being opened, the speeches are being delivered, the photos are being taken, the food is being served. Doesn't this sound like a live event getting reported by a third person? And by the way, the same rule applies in passive voice also. Is with singular third person, are with plural subjects, am is not used. Remember, there's a person standing on the side reporting some event. So it's not about I am, it's mostly about he, she, is, or they are. And finally, it's time for the quiz. Your first question is up on the screen. Everyone excited about the event. Tell me. Everyone is excited about the event. Remember, everyone, everybody, nobody, somebody, all of them were singular. So the verb should be is. Next question. The children singing. The children are singing. Children is plural, so it pairs with are. The flock of birds flying south. We're talking about the flock and not the birds. So flock is a collective noun and it's treated as a singular. So the flock of birds is flying south. If the flock wasn't mentioned, then we would say the birds are flying south. Next question coming up. Neither of the suggestions acceptable. Neither is referring to one of them. Neither is singular. So the correct verb is. Neither of the suggestions is acceptable. The furniture expensive. Furniture is chair plus table plus sofa, but it is uncountable and it is treated as singular. So is used. You expected to finish this today. You can be singular or plural, but it always takes are in the present tense. So you are expected to finish this today. The data reliable. The data is reliable. Data is an uncountable noun. We don't say one data, two data. So data is treated as singular. Dash, anybody home? Anybody is treated as singular, so is anybody home? All of the information correct? Information is an uncountable noun and is treated as singular, so all of the information is correct. The group of friends meeting tonight. Now the group is a collective noun and it can be used with either is or are. Am is incorrect. I prefer to say the group of friends is meeting tonight, but maybe you want to say are, both are correct. So tell me what you scored on the test, and that's the end of this comprehensive class on is, am and are. Share it with your friends, give me a thumbs up if you like it, and if you want a full-fledged series on English grammar, tell me in the comments below. And happy learning!